Earlier this afternoon, Illinois State Attorney General Michael Nerheim held a news conference focusing on Juul labs. Now, Juul claims that they're a smoking alternative that helps people stop using cigarettes. But recently, North Carolina took legal action against Juul labs, alleging that they get users addicted by, quote, deceptively downplaying the potency and danger of the nicotine. Joining me now, NBC News correspondent Catie Beck. And Catie, what were some of the most interesting takeaways from the conference today?
Well, I think this is the first time you've seen a locality saying, we're trying to protect kids, it's our job, and this deceptive marketing is luring teens into an addictive behavior that could be really detrimental to their health. They're saying that Juul is misleading teenagers and trying to get them addicted to this product, and then now we're seeing some really negative health consequences to that.
Yeah, it sounds almost like this is starting to near sort of public health crisis level.
I think there's a lot of people out there that would say that, and certainly people in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Illinois, where they're seeing a sort of cluster of hospitalized young people who have been vaping and then experiencing extreme respiratory illness of some kind. So some of them have been on ventilators, they've been hospitalized for days at a time, and all of them have been vaping. So this is something they're investigating, but it is something that they consider to be a public health crisis.
Any indication that we could see other states coming forward, or I mean, it seems likely that this could grow from here?
I certainly think so, and I think these states have been communicating about their cases, but there isn't yet a database or a national collection of just how many people have been hospitalized due to vaping and exactly how bad the effects are on the lungs. There simply isn't the research yet to know. So it certainly will be something that we continue to cover.
Catie, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.